Angkatan Amanah Merdeka, which is known as Amanah, to say that we welcome the decision of the government to bring to Parliament the idea of reforming the electoral process, the electoral system, and we think it is timely. It is brought to Parliament for a public debate, so that the airing will help to take into consideration of all the views expressed before Bersih, during Bersih, and after Bersih. And I think the formation of the Select Committee of Members of Parliament is a welcome thing. And I think views not only from these members of Parliament but also from others, including from outside, since the Select Committee is going to hold hearings all over the country, will help guide how Parliament will then reformulate the reform that is needed in order to make sure that in future the election will be held as a fair and free election. And we hope that the work will be done expeditiously, so that the relevant laws and regulations could be amended to take into consideration of the decision of this Select Committee when it's completed its work, and then the election can be held after such laws are put in place by Parliament.
We feel that, now there's talk about having elections as if it's going to help tomorrow. Alright, we really feel that with this Select Committee in place and doing their work, just about to start their work, we think that the election should actually be held after the Select Committee has completed its work and its recommendation are implemented. Then barulah kita adakan election. That's our feelings. Otherwise there's no meaning, in the making this decision about appointing the Select Committee. It was a very welcome decision. We are very happy with that. Obviously, the government has taken cognizance of the fact that these are different times, changed times. We must respect the sovereignty of the people. The people must be given the chance to elect a government, in a very free and fair way, on a level playing field and so on. And the government, on its own initiative, after listening to all opinions, they decided to elect this Select Committee of Parliament. Of course, we would have preferred a Royal Commission chaired by some eminent, neutral person. We would have preferred that. But never mind, still the Select Committee is very welcome. Now let them finish their job. Let them finish their job, make the recommendation, because all parties are there. It was very nice of the government to also include the opposition there. And we have time. The life of this present Parliament is until 2013. So there's no hurry. And if they hold the election before the Select Committee has done their work, I think nampak kaya main-main sajalah. Main-main saja. Ini drama saja. It will be not so nice. Kita dekat-dekat election ni, kita harus berhati-hati dalam kita mendaftar pendatang haram semua ni. Alright. Jangan nanti dituduh semua ni didaftar kerana nak menguatkan kedudukan sesuatu parti untuk pilihan raya. Jadi kita harus berhati-hatilah, ya. Lain cerita kalau selepas pilihan raya. Otherwise they will be accused of registering these illegal immigrants, making them citizens secara kilat, then register them as voters. Then it's not going to be a free and fair election. So this is being talked about openly everywhere. So I think in the interest of the credibility of the government, that they should be very, very mindful of this fact.
What about what happened in July 2011, Bersih? I mean, do you think that that was a movement that needed to happen in Malaysia at that point in time?
Well, it shouldn't have happened if the government had responded properly. I did try to pass a message to the people in power, suggesting that why not they should meet the Bersih people and have direct talk with them. Probably all things will be resolved. And if, on hindsight, if you look at this proposal by the government to have the select committee in Parliament, would not it have been better for the government to adopt all those proposals put up by Bersih? For instance, it could have diffused the whole issue. Instead, there was confrontation. Suddenly people came out in thousands from out of the woodwork, in spite of the threat that they will be arrested, they will be harassed, they will be detained before that demonstration took place. It's unfortunate, and it's a mixed crowd, and a lot of young people, even old people, were taking part in the demonstration. I don't know actually, because everything is done in drips and drabs. There's no overall plan as to how they're going to transform our country and our society. So you're talking about the various projects being implemented under ETP. Then you come in the NKRA to measure performance of ministries and leaders. It's very difficult to gauge actually what is going to happen unless there is a complete reformation.